about machine learning for big spatial data.
Okay, so thank you for the invitation. Thank you for Ahmed for introducing QCRI, so I don't have to talk about it again. So title of my talk is Machine Learning for Big Spatial Data and Applications. I'm from QCRI. Ahmed already introduced it. So towards the talk here, the rise of machine learning, I think we have here the word machine learning everywhere, right? So everywhere you can see the rise of machine learning. It applies for different applications. I like the quote here by Google CEO when he said, machine learning is a code transformative way by which we are rethinking everything we are doing. And it's not only like the size of it, computer science, but it's being used in different applications. Meanwhile, as someone who has spent a lot of time working in spatial data, there's a ubiquity of spatial data everywhere. Every one of us uses GPS data, satellite data everywhere, tons of applications rely on spatial data, and really big spatial data. It becomes ubiquitous everywhere. So it comes always in mind now. If you have machine learning and spatial data, how do they migrate with each other? If you think of machine learning with big spatial data in general, if you have an access here for machine learning fundamental algorithms and applications, you can classify it like this. Non-spatial machine learning things and spatial machine learning, non-spatial application and spatial applications. Most of the work we have seen is here. So a lot of people use machine learning a lot for non-spatial applications. It's almost like most of the things we have here. What I want to get your attention is those other 3 quarters of this figure. What does this mean, having things in the 3 quarters? So I'm not going to go technically a lot in this talk because it's only 20 minutes talks, but let's make it as an eye-opener for new problems in this domain. Meanwhile, things from non-spatial machine learning fundamental algorithms to spatial machine learning fundamental algorithms, that's a big thing by itself. So I don't want to ignore this, I'll just touch base on it. I will start by one of these quarters, and I'll take a problem like knowledge-based application. Knowledge-based, constructing a knowledge base, this is a problem that has been there for long. But people think of it as a non-spatial machine learning problem for non-spatial application. I want to show you that this problem is also a non-spatial problem. If you use a spatial machine learning algorithm, you can make it way better. I do this work with Ibrahim Sabit Mission. So what's the knowledge-based construction? Knowledge-based construction, basically you have documents, PDF files, websites, whatever, unstructured documents, and you have some rules. These rules is how to extract knowledge from these documents. And then you extract relations, and then you end up getting relation information like this, like this is Scala's knowledge base, Parag and Michelle are spouse. This used to be the knowledge base. And then came the probabilistic knowledge base, which is now more common. What's a probabilistic knowledge base is that each relation has a factual score, how true it is. So the same thing here, it gives you spouse knowledge base, Barak Michelle 85, which means Barak and Michelle are spouses with probability 85%. Joe and Kathy 52%, Joe and Lily 46%. So it does not tell you things is it's actually true or not, but it gives you a probability whether anything is true or not. Tons of systems came out constructing these knowledge-based or probabilistic knowledge base. Somehow the most famous one of them now, or the one that takes the market, is deep dive system. It came from Stanford University. It has been applied to human trafficking in different applications. It got a lot of media attention. And recently, Apple acquired it with $200 million. And that was May 2015. So this is a very successful system. Deep dive is available as an open source. So what we try this experiment. Say, okay, deep dive is so successful. Let's try it with spatial data and see how good it will work. So we have this example. This example is about crime rate in Minnesota. We got 4 cities in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Stanford, Eagle, Rochester. We know one means high crime rate, which amount means that we don't know whether it has high crime rate or not. And then we have the education level, all of them have the same education level. And we use these rules. Rule 1, city X has high crime rate. Rule 2, cities X and Y have the same education level. And sorry, this is And the rule is, if predicate 1 and the predicate 2 are true, then one has high crime rate. Which means that if a city has high crime rate, and the same education level like another city, then this other city will have same high crime rate. Pretty standard rules. You give it 2 deep dive, this is the result we got. This is other 3 cities, this is probability of having high crime rate. Wrong. We have the ground truth, this is not so accurate. So we said there must be something not accurate here. So I said, okay, you know what? Crime rate is a special thing. If 2 cities are neighbor to each other, most likely they will have similar thing. So we said, okay, let's add kind of special rule here. So we added this rule. This predicate 3, cities X and Y are within 80 miles. And then we change the rule now. If P1, P2, and P3, then Y has high crime rate, which is basically for another city to have a crime rate, they should have the same education level and within 80 miles. And then we apply this thing to deep dive. Oh, it gives us much better results. 0.7, That was correlated our truth, but it's not correct. We tried another example, similar one, but we get Ebola infection in Liberia. We get 4 counties in Liberia. We know one of them has a high infection rate, and they have similar sanitation level. Then we know these rules. County X has high Ebola infection rate. Counties X and Y have the same sanitation level. If P1, P2, then Y has high infection rate. We try to deep dive, give us some result. It's not really correct. We add rules. If counties are within 150 miles, then you would have similar high infection rate. Add some kind of special rules around it. We apply deep dive. It gives us some result. It's not so clear. So do you think why these ones are not accurate? Anyone can say, why did dive not give us good result here? Because it deals with the rules as 0 or 1. When it says something within 80 miles, it's either within 80 miles or not. If you see this example, the city of Rochester is 85 miles. And with deep dive, it gives 0, but 85 is just like 80. And if 2 cities are close to each other, even within 80 miles, they should not be different. They should be different than one that's 70 miles apart. So we wanted to do this. This rule in green, the closer Y X, the higher Y crime rate. This is what we want to say. We want to say the closer Y X, the higher Y infection rate. Now, the result of the rule is not 0 or 1. It depends on how far from. So we tried this rule with deep dive. Oh, it didn't work. It just does not understand it. Because deep dive understands rules that are non-special, 0 or 1. Now we want to change deep dive to understand the special rule. So we had our system say, I'm not going to go technical, have full paper about it, but in a high level view of say, we really get into the core code of deep dive and change everything there to make it special. It has a grounding phase, we make it special grounding. So it has something called factor graph construction, we do it in a special way. It has something called sampling, we make it a special way. Without going much details, we really change every component inside deep dive to make it special. Now we change it here with say. Say does understand the rule. The closer 2 cities to each other, the high crime rate, and give us different result, which is far more accurate and closer to our ground rules. Okay, so this I will show you here that even applying some special things to non-special application, it gives you an edge. Now I'll go to another quarter here, special machine learning algorithms to special applications. Okay, this work, I will focus on something like called spatial regression analysis. How many of you heard about something called Markov logic networks? So Markov logic networks, it came a reason for this. Of course, I'm not an inventor of it, but it's there now. So people complain that machine learning techniques are very difficult to use. You really need to train data scientists, highly trained data scientists to use machine learning. So that was the case. There came this guy, Petros Domingos, from the University of Washington in 2003, and he came up with an invention called Markov logic networks. And the whole idea of Markov logic network, I will just leave this one. Literally, thousands of lines of machine learning code can be written in few Markov logic formulas. This is the whole promise of it. Then you just enter rules as ML and Markov logic formulas, and these rules go to the engine and gives you the weights of the rule. This is the whole thing you want from a machine learning system. But instead of writing thousands of lines of code to get the weights, you just write some formulas. It really has a potential to take machine learning to next level. It has been deployed in different places. If you attend Segment last year, he was the keynote in Segment last year talking about Markov logic network. It has the Alchemy open source system called Alchemy, and it's very popular within machine learning. Then came this group here from Stanford, and they have system Tuffy, and this basically takes Markov logic network to the next level by making it highly scalable. And it relies on DBMS technology to be highly scalable Markov logic network. And by the way, this is actually the power of deep dive. So it starts this way that we took deep dive first, then we have to change it. To change the dive, we find the deep dive relies all about Markov logic network itself, so we change the Markov logic network. So what we'll say, okay, if we were able to change the Markov logic network to big deep dive, then why not having our own special version of Markov logic network, which should power the system say I just talked about. So basically, what we got here is that we got the Markov logic network rules, and then it goes our factor graph which should be spatial, gives a sample which should be spatial, and it gets the weight here. So this is our special Markov logic network thing, which by the way, this is the power of say system that I talked about. Now I will see how we make these rules for problems like spatial regression, classification, and network. I'll just talk about one of them for now. What's spatial regression? Spatial regression is a classical problem in the spatial community, in the spatial analysis. It's called autologistic regression. The whole idea is you find whether a phenomenon exists or not, based on neighbors. It's used in weather prediction. Or you know the weather everywhere except a few places that you want to get basic data information on. Something like this. If you think of a space divided by grid, a value of 1 means that a phenomenon exists, a value of 0 means a phenomenon does not exist. And then there's a question mark where you want to know whether it exists there or not. This is a very classical fundamental problem that's been there for decades. And it's very well known, this is the equation, this is how to do it. And this equation relies on, this is the basic value, this is the features, and the whole point of this equation is to find these parameters, beta j, it's like different betas, and then eta, so these are the parameters. Once you use these parameters, you can apply this equation and find basic values. But knowing these parameters is a nightmare for spatial analysis people. In fact, in a grade with an 80K with powerful machine, this process takes like a whole day. So even though this is a classical problem, people simplify it out. So people do not use, to be able to solve this one, instead of using a fine-grained cell, we really use grade cells that are very big. We sample the data with a lot of approximations. What we want to do here is that we show that with a spatial Markov logic network, I can do this without any simplification. In fact, I know that we can model the spatial regression as a spatial Markov logic network problem. And the way to do it, this is how Markov logic network look like. It's like before. You give it rules as formulas, and then it gives you it. I want to do something like this. This is the equation I want to solve for the spatial regression. I take this equation, I will transform it into a set of rules, and I give this rule to my spatial Markov logic network engine that understands the spatial data, and the output is a set of weights, which is the regression parameters. To give you an example, this is the matrix I have. I want to find value Z4 here. This is the equation I'm having here. I will convert this equation into a set of rules. This rule means that Z1 and X1, this is true and this is true. P1 is the weight of this rule. Z1 and Z2, eta is the weight. This one is the weight. What I will try to do, and we have a proof for this, if I can take these rules, if I can solve these rules with a spatial regression, then I get the weights here, then this weight is exactly as if I'm solving this problem. That's the proof. I'm not telling you the proof now, but the proof is a paper. So you can read this. The whole problem, the whole contribution here, how to transform this into this, and have the proof that solving this is equivalent to solving this. Now, if I have this and you buy that this equivalent to this, then I just apply my SML engine, which is very scalable. Why is it very scalable? Because it's based on this Tuffy system that is basically a scalable solution of Markov logic network. I just change it to be spatial thing. Now I solve this problem, I get the result of eta and theta. So this is the parameters I want. Now I get in a very scalable way. I take this too, I return to my equation, I solve the spatial regression. So we did this not only for the spatial regression, but for other problems. I will not have time to talk about it now, but we have a spectrum of spatial analysis tools based on this. But again, this talk mostly is like kind of an eye-opening to different things. My last quarter here that I want to talk about is I do have spatial applications And I want to solve this spatial application based on just non-spatial machine learning algorithms that are there. Can I use machine learning algorithms that are there already to solve my spatial problems? And this work with Sanjay, Radhi, and Sufyan from Qatar. And I'll tell you about a very classical problem, routing. So what is routing? Routing is basically, you want to go from point A to point B, from the airport to here, from here to there. This is a post-classical problem we have in spatial. This is the one that we use every day. These are systems that everyone is using it. Some BD, ways, Mokbel here, and so on. Tons of companies are based on routing service. How routing work? You give it source and destination, and there are tons of routing algorithms that are there since like this. People still working on it. And even people now pre-compute the routing. In fact, almost the commercial things, they pre-compute the routing and get it used in. And this depends on giving you a map based on the type of routing. Honestly, routing is one of the problems that are very disconnected from industry to academia. You know what? In academia, in those segment with BICE, even second spatial conferences, and even more specialized here, everyone still talk about routing and inventing new shortest path algorithms. This is what everyone is working on. But the problem is not here. The problem is not to invent yet another shortest path algorithm. This is done. Your new shortest path algorithm is not going to make anything difference. You know where is the problem here? You know where the industry puts more effort? Not inventing any shortest path algorithm. The problem is here. It's the map. If the map is wrong, your shortest path algorithm is wrong. No matter how good it is. It's basically the map. This is where all industry putting effort. Industry is working here, not here. This is done. This is not done. If your map is wrong, no matter what your shortest path algorithm, it's going to be wrong. So we will try to fix the map. If Google gives you more better accurate results than anyone else, it is because Google knows the road conditions. It's because Google has the weight of the edge better than anyone else. So you better spend your effort in knowing the map. And what is the map? Map is two things. One thing is the topology. One thing is the metadata. The topology is the route itself. Is the road here or not? That's one thing. But more precious is the metadata. What you want to know is the weight of each edge. If I know the weight of each edge, even if my shortest path algorithm is not good enough, I will get much better result than your shortest path algorithm. It's much better than mine, but you have wrong information. So I will focus here more. I'll show you this metadata thing. How to know the weight of each edge. Well, a classical thing is just okay, the weight is the length, but we almost at this one don't work. So what we do, we want to learn edge weights. And when you learn edge weight, it's not a static, it's not one number. It's like, okay, this edge weight 10. No. It's different per hour. The weight of this edge at 6 a.m. is different than 8 a.m. is different than no. So the weight of the edge should be per hour or per time, but it shouldn't be one static number. So what we have done here, we have information, tons of information gathered from taxi trips. We contacted some taxi company in Qatar, Doha, and they gave us hundreds of thousands of their trips. What we know is pick up time location, drop off time location. Sometimes we know about, sometimes we don't know about. And this is just a simple network here. What I want to know is this network, the edges, W1, W2, W3. I want to find the weights of the edges. So we take this information we got, something like this, AF15. We started from point A to point F, it took 15 minutes. I can translate this to an equation. W2 plus W5 plus W6 equals 15. It's just like translate this to an equation. Then I have another information. From point B to point H, it took 28. I can translate this to equation. W3, 7 plus, there was an equation. Then a third equation, and so on. With this, I have X equations and Y unknowns. I can do some kind of dimensionality reduction, making X prime equation, Y prime unknowns. And then I apply machine learning technique. This is there. I'm not changing this one again. I'm using out of the box as is, right dimension analysis, and this one will solve these equations per hour over some linearity and give me the weights here. Doing this in Doha, we have 10,000 equations, 10,000 trips in 500K unknowns, 500K edges of diagnosis of weights. So it's 10K equations and 500K unknowns. We've done dimensionality reductions. It gives me 9K equations and 10K unknowns. We use this per hours. We get the edge weights for every single edge in Doha. Comparing our results to something like Google, we got very accurate result here. Here I'm using machine learning technique for an existing non-spatial problem. Another classical problem is the routing, which is estimated time of arrival, which is basically, I just want to know from this point to this point how much it takes. I don't need the route. Why I did this? Usually when you use a Uber or any kind of ride sharing or a taxi, it gives you estimation based on MB, not without the route details. I have the same input, pick up time and location. What we do, we get our input, drop off time, pick up time and drop off time. We zone this one, we say, okay, we divide the map into zones, like an airport is a zone, each one is a zone. And then we apply a basic ETA service, which means just make any shortest path average by any service. It gives you a wrong thing, we know this. But at least you get your data, you transform it to a training data, at this day, at this hour, from this zone to this zone. This is a time offset from the ETA, from the basic thing. So we take your basic service and we see how long it is for each diagram. Then your question is find ETA from A to B today at 5 p.m. This is what you're wrong. If you take MB, apply your service, give you a wrong result. So what we do is we take MB, we apply zoning, we see from which zones. Meanwhile, we get the wrong result here. But this one, we go to a gradient boosting regression, which takes the training data until you go, you know what? At this time of the day, you always have this offset between these two zones. You take this offset, you add to the basic ETA, you get the real ETA here, which is much more accurate. So, with this, I'm covering the 4 quarters. I hope that this is kind of an eye-opening for you. Looking at these 3 other quarters is going to get you to a lot of new things to think about. Overall, I think when machine learning needs big spatial data, it's not having a romantic meeting. There are a lot of things that they can do together, thinking machine learning with big spatial data. We have to realize that there are some things we have to take care of, but at least let's focus on the good things that we can do now. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yes, on your routing problem, so basically you have total time from point A to B. And you say, okay, there are different routes, right?
Yes.
You don't really know what the route is.
Yes.
You just say, okay, I can go this way, so there will be W1, W2, W3, or you have gone this way.
Yes.
So would you actually create all the different alternative paths?
Yes. So no, we only put one of them. I mentioned here, sometimes we have the option for us, we know the path that we went for. If we don't know this, we try to reverse engineer it. If you went from here to here, it took you 20 minutes, we know that 10 minutes one must went this way. If you take 30 minutes, then you went the other way. So we have some kind of base that help us deal with this one.
Okay. And the question is, okay, actually, if I have a lot of data
Yes.
on travel times and a lot of origin destination there,
Yes.
I don't even want to know what the routes are.
You want to know what?
I don't even need to know what the routes are. Exactly.
Yes.
I can just say from A to B, 5 p.m. is going to be
Yeah, but
20 minutes.
this is exactly what we are doing is the ETA here. For this one, I just say this is the estimated time of arrival without saying what is the route is.
I see.
So, and this is actually a lot of service use it. If you think you want to estimate the fare of a taxi for Uber or anything, or even for delivery, then you just need the ETA. You don't need the route. And this is what we say. Usually at this time of the day, from this zone to this zone, usually you have this offset from your basic answer. Without what try to learn. Yes.
Very interesting talk. Now, could you elaborate more on the knowledge base in the spatial sense? So, what are the additional factors in the knowledge base and spatial information is considered?
Yeah, so same like this crime rate. Crime rate thing is a spatial thing. Two cities that are closer to each other are likely to have similar crime rate. Two cities that are closer to each other are likely to have same infection rate for a disease. Two people, if you want to check a marriage relation, if two people are living close to each other, then their likelihood to be married is high. It is acknowledged even in the non-spatial knowledge base that the spatial information is needed to get an accurate location, an accurate knowledge base. The problem is that they don't deal with the spatial information the right way. They deal with the spatial information, it's something to check, it's either 1 or 0. We are living either close to each other or not. That's it. And the close to each other thing is defined by threshold. This is not how you should deal with the spatial information. With spatial information is a continuum here. Think that's a very slow geography. Things that are closer to each other are more related to each other. Knowledge-based people acknowledge and agree that this is something important to take into account. However, they take it into account in a wrong way. They don't deal with this continuum thing. They deal with it as a zero and one. Whenever you deal with spatial data, you have to think as a continuum thing. And they're not equipped.
Yeah, I had a question on the same point. So eventually, those rules about the closer you are to the higher, like how do you formulate to use this macro-logic network?
Yes. Yeah, we use this macro-logic network, but we have to change it in the core of macro-logic network, the way it is constructed to acknowledge this one. Because macro-logic network is constructed based on 0-1 rules. Now we change the macro-logic network based on 0-2-1. So the result is a root could be 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. It's not these are 0-1. So we have to change the core of macro-logic.
Usually, when we come to this kind of problem, usually we use some Gaussian distribution to express the probability.
But the way that macro-logic network is based on this. So we have to change this. We have full paper about this, so it's too much to.
Hey, similar question.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a wide thought.
Yes.
You know that quadrant that you have at the top,
Yes.
spatial problem?
Yeah.
I feel that your spatial problem is not that spatial. I mean, it's a radical problem, obviously.
Yeah.
But as soon as you can put things on weights on edges and stuff, it doesn't need to be spatial, right? I was thinking maybe, is this, for instance, applicable to learning? Like, what do you need to read or acquire knowledge? You need to acquire a certain amount of knowledge.
Yes.
Going
So I agree on
from
this.
A, point B.
So first, I would agree on your interpretation, and that is why for this quarter I am using non-spatial machine learning algorithms, right? Because I'm using non-spatial machine learning algorithms, I admit that now I take this problem from the spatial domain, I map it to a domain that's non-spatial, and I apply techniques of it.
Yeah.
So I agree with this. It's just saying that for this kind of problems, you need to look at this machine learning techniques that will help you. This is basically the take-home message from this. Something like the routing, it's enough to do more shortest bus average. Right? I still see a lot of papers inventing new shortest bus average. And say, okay, that's enough is enough. But you can think of finding something here, the edge width, for example, and if you don't know how to find it, just use a typical machine learning algorithm, back it within a machine learning algorithm, and then push it there.
Okay, let's talk about that.